It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Golden Eagles reigning league MVP. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Golden Eagles and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Golden Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
On one, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Looking to throw. Atkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow.
11, 90.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 17 carries, 83 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
12. 11 empty.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. But you look at this defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom. Number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. On fourth down, Atkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun, he'll throw. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One more time with Swift. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
12. 11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Bell diving for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Atkins. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Russell. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 Thomas. 12. 11.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
180. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Atkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And touchdown! A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Golden Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, go right now. Don't wait on nobody else to make it. Do it.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I'm one, ready?
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
11 MT tape.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. Down the left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Terrace Marshall, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime, but the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Throwing to start the drive. Atkins. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Atkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's showtime, baby. Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 11 now. Now it's Burrow.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Burrow on play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They go play action with Burrow. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11
now
MT.
Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A little juke. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down, Atkins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, Atkins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
What is that?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to find Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here we go.
From the 35, here's second down at a yard.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
11 Thomas. 12. 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll check it down to Bell. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow will throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
11 mighty. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Webb. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
11 MT Tank.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this one is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Throwing to start the drive. Atkins. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Golden Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A screen to Bell. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
11 Thomas. 12. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll run it with Bell. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Atkins. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. Touchdown! A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Golden Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On one, ready?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Gun.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From midfield now, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here we go.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor.
Here we go.
And it's a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made by Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
White 80.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Gun. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.